McCarty ready to get this one started. And off we go here on Monday night. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Track at 60. 70 range. 70 range.
Right to the air from the 30 on the first play.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. The motion man is Sanders. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Let's go now.
Once again, it's Walker. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That's taken in, it's Tiz Walker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. If think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. This one snagged by Smith and Jigba. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Seahawks. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Motion man is Rice. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Oh, the first throw of the season is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
He's got a man. It's Metcalf. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Tight end going in motion here. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. Open space inside the 10. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense, and understand where to...
It is brought in the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Point after, coming up here. It's up and good. And the Seahawks move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
The motion man is Nakua. Here's 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
But I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll manage only the 34-yard line. He's brought down after a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3rd and 9. They're going to motion the tight end over here. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First and 10. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And this defense not allowing much there. They'll stop him at the 45. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. It's another run here for Williams. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. So quarter 1 in the books. The opening Monday nighter of this new season. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. The motion man is Nakua. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They bring the tight end in motion. Back to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal. This one's caught at the 4. And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything. There is a marker down. These points may come off the board. Third and goal. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2.
I I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs. Keep this drive alive.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Second and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Metcalf with the grab. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll drop to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And 3rd down coming up.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no game.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll give himself up after picking up the first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Oh, he just does beat the play clock, and he'll set up to throw. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Now faking the give. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break. Really nice rhythm so far.
The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. No issues there. This one is good. And the Seahawks stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Here's 2nd and 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Rams. As he's on to punt for the 2nd time. This fielded inside the 35. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Straight ahead, it's Walker. Oh, he coughs up the football. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
A ball deep for the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Oklahoma.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He'll go right back to Flowers. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
The motion man is Nakua. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And this will be knocked down. It's incomplete, but there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one caught downfield by Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That is a big play for L.A. 35 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Through the contact, it's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
A give, and here comes Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
It is 3rd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
First and goal, Rams.
19 Tiger.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. The motion man is Nakua. And he's He's in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, L.A.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's still on his feet. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. That is 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They send the tight end in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Right side, complete to Nacua. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll look to throw. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
A big play by the big fella, and Mike, we love it. Anytime any of the big guys up front get their hands on the ball, I'll tell you what, look at him with the ball in his hand. I mean, he thought he was back playing Pop Warner in his running back days. That's a big-time play, and I have a feeling he's not going to be giving that ball up anytime soon.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough, and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
And he'll take it on in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. The drive begins with a run by Williams. Inside the 35. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. What a run by Williams. 59 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. And this time, they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Look wide. Get this one complete. Remember, they just need to get to the 3 for a 1st down, but this is 3rd down. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Here's Cardi now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
The Seahawks have over first down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Let's go.
3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
That's caught by Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Now give on the ground, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now they'll set up to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's caught by Puka. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Back to the air one more time. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you?
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Going right sideline and complete. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 29.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That is caught. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes. They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That was intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be marked down up at the 12-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Motion man is Rice. Throwing now from the gun. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
No louder place than here in Seattle before 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds up past the 35-yard line. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on 4th down. They'll look to throw yet again. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
On the ground, it's Walker. And he'll take this forward only to about the 46-yard line.